These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Mountain Goat. Says, I am told they fully intend to have this parallel market on target and under control within January. If they can accomplish this target, we know what their next move will be. We don't need to speculate, we know it as a fact. All right, Baby's mom says the newest anticipated possible opening rates of Dinar is 381 to 481 and Dong at 47 cents. Militiaman article quote, urgent, the Baghdad Stock Exchange operates on the NASDAQ system, and foreigners and banks have become more investors. Militiaman says this is a very good sign that Iraq is opening to the world. Take notice of what they say about what currency the shares will be denominated in, the Iraqi dinar. Take even more notice that they are telling the world that the shares will be affected by the exchange rate. With the expectation of a rate change to be stronger than the dollar, one could imagine the impact that is already having and how much more growth there will be. This is a very good sign of things to come, and I am so ready. Mark Zevia PDK says on the group side, I am hearing very positive things. They're specifically looking at dates between the 9th and the 14th of this month. This does give us a range to look at. Pimpy says you'll see changes, in my opinion, after the end of the first quarter of this year. I might be wrong in that, but I am anticipating. With all the trading they're doing, the fact that they got rid of the dollar, that is going to cause Iraqi dinar to increase in value to the point where they might have to change the exchange rate. But any major changes, like 12 to 1, that's not small. That's a big change in the exchange rate. Frank26, hypothetical bank interaction. Says, I went to Chase Bank. They told me it's a scam. Remember Firefly boot on the ground in Iraq? Tells us JP Morgan is building 10 more banks in Iraq. So tell them when they say it's a scam, you are really ignorant. Don't you know about those 10 banks they're building right now? No. And they say, hey, did you know JP Morgan will support the Iraqi dinar 100%? And that's directly from the CEO, Mr. Jamie Dimon. Did you know the U.S. Treasury has millions of dinars in its foreign reserve? Scam, huh? Did you know as of January 1st, 2024, there won't be a single American dollar used in Iraq any longer and only the Iraqi dinar, which means it's going to have value? How in the world do you not know these facts about your bank? Or are you lying? All right, Samson article quote says the gap between supply and demand is exhausting the Iraqi dinar. 2 paths for the decline in dollar prices. Claire article quote, an Iraqi delegation heads to Washington within days, followed by a visit to Sudan. Quote, Iraqi delegation will head to Washington within days, followed by a visit by Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani. All right, Breitling, question, what is Iraq waiting for at this point to RV? Breitling says nobody knows. When Senator McCain was around, those were heavy hitters. Those were the guys I would listen to. This was nothing official, but these guys knew what was going on. You want to be in the dinar. I have some very good friends who didn't buy it, and they talked to McCain, and he said, you better buy this currency. According to them, it should have happened by now. I still hang out with the same group, and to this day, nobody knows why Iraq has not pulled the trigger yet. What's strange is back in the day, Iraq didn't talk about it that much. Now they talk about it all the time. Whatever the CBI is looking at, it's starting to look like they need to be there. Militiaman says once they get the parallel rate to say 1320, 1310 as opposed to 1560, they'll adjust and finish the project to delete the zeros. Remember, it's not off the currency, it's off the exchange rate of the currency. There's a difference. A lot of people still hung up on that. Pimpy says 12 to 1 is better than nothing. A lot of people will get out if it goes 12 to 1. 95% of the people are going to jump out of it. They'd be scared something would happen, screw everything up. They'd take it. I'll take 12 to 1. I'm not greedy. I'll take 12 to 1. That gives me $333,000. I'd be very happy with that. Don't get me wrong. I would take more, but I'd be happy with that. Frank 26 says the floor of the CBI is really spotless, spotless enough to bring forth the new exchange rate, the lower denominations to the Iraqi citizens without fear. And lastly, Mountain Goat says, I believe we will not get out of January without seeing the project to delete the zeros. My CBI contact gave me assurance that this could be the case. Keep our fingers crossed and that nothing else interferes with the process.